Hello, good evening, everybody. I found a homeless guy to stream with, and he's drunk. So we're gonna just hang out with a homeless drunkard. Oh, goddamn! I know this guy. I gotta quit talking shit.
Sorry, my alarm didn't go off. I have a really good alarm. Do you guys want to hear it? I thought it would work, but here's my alarm. It gets louder and louder as it goes, right? So.
Now we gotta be careful tonight because, as you know, Spurg Snake has been causing lots of trouble in the universe lately, and he is threatening right now to delete my stream as I read this. So, oh God, he causes so much trouble these days. He deletes wish lists. He caused the Challenger explosion. The towers failed. You know, the Microsoft Zune. Remember the Microsoft Zune? No, you fucking don't! Because of him.
I told you not to talk about the Zune, man. Hey, if you guys want to know why when Geraldo opened up Al Capone's vault and there's nothing in there, it's because Spurg Snake stole it all.
And I heard he's going to YouTube headquarters to unplug the one computer that has all the videos, including mine, just to, just to screw me over.
Yeah,
Thank you, Norm. Thank you.
when Rodney King said, when he said, "Can't we all just get along?" The reason why we can't is because of Spurg Snake.
That was one of the things. Remember? Okay, you might remember this. Okay, there was the video of the cops, like someone had the dash cam even back then in the early 90s, and like while the cops were wailing on that poor guy, they were like, and this is for Spurg Snake, you're in Spurg Snake country, and they just kept wailing on the fucking dude. And then the same thing happened. Remember during the riots, they pulled that guy out of the tractor trailer and beat the dog shit out of him. Yep. Same thing, you heard in the crowd. It's like, hey, even though he's a foul white from Ohio, we're doing this for Spurg Snake, you tractor trailer motherfucker. What's his name? Was his name Reginald Denny? Was that his name?
Yes.
How do I remember that? But I can't remember the name of a door.
Well, you might remember the rooftop Koreans, which were guarding all of their businesses during the riots on top of the roofs with some rifles. And the reason why they got up there in the first place was because of Spurg Snake.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He alerted them because he was playing both sides, really. We know people like that. They'll whisper in your ear and tell you one thing, then they'll whisper into your enemy's ear. They just love the conflict.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
That was what my cousin Heath Ledger said. That's what I heard anyway. But we got some people in the fucking chat today. We got No Dak. He's reminding everybody to hit the like button. No Dak, you need to check out my friend Steve's channel when you get a chance. I think you would really appreciate his kind of humor and give you a break from this Dabbleverse bull. Bullshit.
I don't want to pull anybody away from the Dabbleverse. There are people that are very happy. There are people that are very happy to be there, and I'm not going to take the fish out of the pond. That's cruelty.
Kip is in here. So I ought to say hi to Kip. I know Kip is around our age, but because of that name, I keep thinking of Kip as an innocent 18-year-old getting ready to go on his way to college.
No, that's his much younger cousin Skip.
Defy Gravity. Now Defy has some cross-pollination with the Dabble and the Bimmy verse. And my God, I just found this out. Norm just gave us some new intel. Spurg caused the Virtual Boy. Ugh.
Wow, dude, that's a heinous crime. Out of all the crimes tonight we talked about, that is by far the worst.
Every day I'm committed to uncovering at least one new thing that Spurg has done, or we got to put a stop to him. I mean, he got cocky with the Amazon wish list thing. He's like, if I can fucking do that, what else can I do? Now he time travels. He time traveled back. Oh hell, you can't hear. So I'm gonna pause my hilarious joke.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Doc.
Here, is that your wife or your kids? I don't have my glasses on. I literally can't see.
I'll leave it up to the imagination. You can figure it out.
I'm waving at the blur that's behind you that I can't see because I don't. Hi, tell her I said hi. I think that's a her, right?
Dr. Hardy said hi.
Hello.
You're on the internet now. Your face is exposed
Oh,
to
no.
the entire world. Yep. I'll ask him to delete the stream later, hopefully. But,
I was just curious.
You're on the internet now.
Forever.
Well,
we can't delete it. We can't delete
it now.
Spurg is at the mainframe computer at YouTube. He holds all the cards.
Yeah, Well, so tonight you said you wanted to do a Saturday night slosh, and I'll tell you, I had a whole fill of slosh yesterday, but because you asked nicely, and I always like to do universal crossovers, try and merge the universes, as it were. You might be familiar with Chris Chan, who has had many arcs, and Chris Chan's current arc is to merge all of the fictional universes together. And you know what? I want to help him do it. So let's go. Let's do it.
So where I was actually going, because I had the idea as a shower thought, and I wanted to make sure in the email that, I was like, it's just shower thoughts, last minute. We didn't plan this days in advance. If you can't do it, I absolutely would not have been offended at all. So I was like, if anything, I'll just stay out later running around. So, but you responded, and you were like, I'm only mildly inconvenienced by this request. So I was like, all right, so I guess we'll do a stream. And but what I was thinking was this: it's like this is partially for me because I'm trying to connect all these puzzle pieces, and what I'm not clear on, and you might have said this 50 times already, but I'm convinced I have some kind of early onset dementia. And I might just not be remembering it, is like, I'm assuming the beginning of the story arc involving Dancing with Ghosts, it's got to start with like the beginning of the end of AVGN being entertaining. So I'm trying to get like that story, like how you found out about this guy. Were you friends for a while? Where did the actual blow ups come from? I'm trying to fill in all those blanks. So I guess if we could go back in time, is how did you even find out about this guy, or did he find you first?
Well, for anybody who's interested in the long version, please visit Reddit, and the subreddit is called The DWG Truth. There is a pinned trilogy of posts at the top that explain everything in great detail, but the short version is that the Cinemassacre Truth, which is the #1 angry video game nerd subreddit, it vastly outweighs the official Reddit, and it's a troll subreddit. I mean, it's a festering hive of trolls that don't agree on anything except for autistic memes and bad humor. And a wide variety of people come from there. And, Josh, Dancing with Ghosts, is one of these people that tried to use the subreddit to farm engagement from. Now, he himself is very much inspired by Angry Video Game Nerd in his early years when he did mostly video game content. But at a certain point wants to force his band into the channel and make it a music channel. Excuse me. Pardon me. So, the channel, the show was called Overstimulation Station, which I thought, it's all right. It's a somewhat clever name. I mean, it's better than nothing. But then he pivots to the band name Dancing with Ghosts, but it's also the name of the channel. It's also the name of, I guess, him. People refer to him as that name. It's all very confusing. Now, the way that he kind of broke into the subreddit was at the time, if you recall, Rex Viper, which is Angry Video Game Nerd's terrible band.
Ugh.
Terrible band.
Worst band ever.
Well, an embarrassing band. It's quite embarrassing. So Josh now has pivoted to, I'm a music critic, but I still like Bimmy being Angry Video Game Nerd. He wants to cover Bimmy more often, and this is an excuse to do so. Meanwhile, in the Cinemassacre Truth subreddit, Frankie from Red Cow, around the same time, is garnering goodwill with people. He's the only one that really successfully did it. I don't know really how Frankie did it, but he sort of harnessed the truthers as an audience. Now, not all of them. There's a lot of people that don't like Frankie, or EJ, or both. And not all of their content is for me. I really don't watch Box Mac. I like just hearing them talk about stuff because they're around my age and they have about as much video game knowledge as I do. So that's my draw. And when they were riffing on Bimmy, it was fun because they have a lot of experience doing films and stuff. So there's kind of different people in this thing besides Josh, who I will now refer to as Slosh for the rest of the stream, because much like how James became Bimmy, that's Josh's new name. Is now Slosh. So where do you want to go from here as far as your questioning? Do you want to know my involvement, how I broke in, or?
Yeah, I think that would be the next logical segue.
Okay. All right. I'll be very brief because I don't want to take up the whole airspace babbling. I've been on and off Reddit for years. I get banned periodically for different things from different platforms. I've had to go through sock puppets and over the years. And around, there's a time where I left Reddit for like 10 years. And then, I keep seeing this guy and I'm like, okay, at first I kind of like the content because Rex Viper is cringe. And even though this guy's band is kind of cringe themselves, he's ripping on Rex Viper pretty righteously and it's kind of funny. But then he goes back to that well again and again and again. And he says it's not for the money. He says it's for the critique or whatever. And, let's not fool ourselves. Like it's about the money and the clicks. But also his sense of humor is the type that, as you might have seen from the song he played last night about the butts, it goes on for too long. Like his jokes go on for too long. He double dips, triple dips, quadruple dips. I mean, and it's just painful to see because he has funny concepts, but then he just ruins them by running them into the ground.
Yeah.
So.
Well, okay. So there was the Reddit, and then I'm assuming you all are chill for a while. You're even friends.
I wouldn't go that far. He tolerated me. I've always been a troll.
Yeah.
But he tolerated my presence because I was only trolling comedically. I wasn't really like messing with him in real life or anything.
Yeah.
Now the whole time I am gathering intel on him. I'm psychologically profiling him. But I don't do anything with this stuff. I keep it for my own little pocket just to have in case I need it. I don't teach anybody his weaknesses. I don't. I do what I do because I walked out of the Discord. I was in the Discord on his request. He got tired of communicating in other means, and he was like, "Just get in the Discord. Just get in there."
Yeah. So, pause that because that's where I need some more puzzle pieces. You said I heard you say this a few times. He got sick of communicating with you a certain way. So, but he wanted to like silo you into the Discord. So what's he talking about? Like he was sick of communicating with you through email, through Reddit, through what exactly?
through YouTube and YouTube comments, because at this point I had already made 4, 5, or 6 videos that, you know, as a troll, what I really wanted initially was I'm going to make these like unhinged fan videos, and I want him to show them on his show. I want him to play my videos on his show. And even if he doesn't, I'm going to still kind of leech off of his audience and kind of see how many of them I can get on my side. Now, in the Discord, when I finally got in there, the mods didn't want to let me in because I came in with the name Dancing with Ghosts Fan Club President, you know. So that was part of the unhinged character, was that like there is no fan club, right? But like I am the fan club. I'm the president. If you want to go to Josh, you gotta go through me first. You know, that I came in basically and just like I threw my weight around as if it existed. And people in his audience are so mentally frail and easily pushed over that a lot of them were just forced to tolerate me. And for a long time, I kept pushing higher boundaries, kept making more fun of him. You might have seen a picture I did of Justin Silverman on the floor playing with his Gengars in his little diaper, but I put Josh's head on there. I posted that in the Discord, and I was like, "Oh, the little boy's tired. He needs to get a little nap. He played too hard at the park." And he was like, he's like, "Why do you guys drag my name through the mud?" Yeah, he got butthurt a little bit, but like I was still playing the angle that I'm a fan, and that, you know, and I didn't dislike him. It was just like, as long as you tolerate me, I like you. It's fine. And then one day he announces, "I'm going to make a Patreon." And a few of the smarter ones in the room were like, "Hey man, your channel is not really big enough that the Patreon will get you anything. And you're gonna have to put in work on video. Like, you're gonna make a Patreon video for the top tier. The top tier has like 5 people in it. So like, and the money that you're getting out of that is not worth the YouTube money you can get out of that same video." And he's not willing to like post one to the other or do either or. Like, he's very weird about his distribution of his content. He doesn't want to promote on X too much. He's on Facebook like a fucking boomer. I don't know why. What's up, Spurg Snake?
If he hasn't deleted this video already.
Keep an eye on him, man. He's gonna do something. I'm telling you. If the lights flicker, it's him.
Hey, that was the reason, like one time, you remember when lightning hit and I lost power? It was him. Yeah. He contacted Zeus to to knock my power out and ruin my Breaking Bad episode. But okay, so back to the Patreon thing. It's like, when you heard about Patreon, that went up your ass sideways because of the reasons you just mentioned, which makes sense because it is like infuriating. Like, okay, so you're gonna waste time making videos that might be good, but I can't see him and no one else can see him except for the 5 people that will subscribe to your Patreon. This is just wasting time and energy that, like you said, you could just put it into your YouTube because he is monetized. I know that because I saw him getting super chats, and I'm assuming he's probably monetized to where it's not just super chats. He's probably getting ad revenue and stuff too, unless he's said otherwise, which I don't know about. So yeah, I could see that. But so that, if I'm understanding correctly, just hearing that was so infuriating. You're like, man, I might go from being like a kind of a comical troll and I'm kind of your friend to like, you know what, maybe I don't even want anything to do with you anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point I started to see that me making videos wasn't getting anywhere. He only played part of one video I ever did.
Yeah.
And didn't even finish the whole fucking thing. He like fast forwarded through it and shit. He'll sit there through a whole Doug Walker movie, but he won't play my little 5-minute video. Fucking asshole. So at a certain point, I'm like, I'm gonna give it up. The Patreon's coming in. If I keep going, they're gonna accuse me of like turning people away from the Patreon. They're gonna scapegoat me. I might get attacked, and I'm like, it's not worth it, right? Like I'm not having fun anymore. It's not fun. I was ready to go. So I made a farewell video. And I was kind of done. I was gonna go back to being just a guy in the chat. You know, no more videos, no more nothing, right? And even as I did so, he still banned me from YouTube and banned me from his channel, what they call hide from channel.
Yes.
Shadow banning, basically. And I was nice enough to leave on my own accord, and not only did the door hit me on the way out, he kicked it in my ass on the way out. And no, I don't do that. I don't play that.
And after you crossed the bridge to leave out of town, he set fire to the bridge,
which he's known to do with other people too. It wasn't just me. Like I found out that he kind of has a pattern of these behaviors. So and out of all the people that contacted me that made me want to keep going, it was Spurgsnake, somebody that I didn't even know watched my channel. I had no idea he even knew who I was. I had only commented on the Dylan Bimmy book reviews and things like that. But apparently I had people watching my stupid ass videos this whole time, and it's very flattering. And I thought, shit, man, like if a guy that is that funny thinks I'm funny, maybe there is something to all this, and maybe I should keep going. And initially that was just videos, and the videos weren't really breaking through. They weren't really getting to him as much as I wanted them to get to him. So excuse me about that, guys.
No, and that was something I didn't know that part at all. I didn't know that coincidentally I was expecting you to say what I was like forecasting in my brain. I was forecasting that it was going to be Dylan that got you to not quit. And I when you said surgery, like, wait, what? Oh, that's neat. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, the very first chat that I was in after I got kicked out of the Dancing with Ghosts chat was Spurgsnake's Monday night game show, and I was welcomed with open arms, and it kind of felt like a battered women's shelter, and it was like, I'm an abused wife that was thrown out in the cold and not appreciated, not loved. Excuse me. And yeah, so I was like, these guys are nice, these guys are cool, I'll hang out here for a while. And little by little, people started noticing my it's like season 2, right? Like, so I took down the farewell video. That's hidden. Maybe someday I'll play it on a stream and laugh at it.
Well, yeah, because
but it's like season 2 starts up.
Yeah, you can't. That's one of the rules of the internet. First, you can't cry in a video for real. Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you did, get rid of it. and never say goodbye, because someone's always going to be like some anti your troll, the troll to your troll is going to be like, hey, here's the crybaby who said goodbye, and look at him, he's still here. He's still here. We'll play the video again. So never say goodbye.
Yeah, luckily I'm not monetized, so they can't accuse me of doing it for a stunt or whatever.
Oh yeah, true.
But by this point, Frankie from Red Cow knows who I am. Brown Electrons knows who I am. Obviously, Josh knows who I am more than he probably wants to. And I keep thinking to myself, well, what else can I do? What else can I do so every now and then I would try to promote stuff on Cinemassacre Truth, but that's a very dangerous gambit, because if they turn out to not like you, you now have opened the door to at least a dozen trolls, if not more.
Yeah.
So I had to tread very carefully on that ground, and it didn't get me much of an audience, but it also didn't harm my channel at all. And but then the subreddit idea for myself came across when me and Narm did a stream together, and at the end of the stream, we're just kind of throwing around some silly ideas, and it's like, hey, you know what? You and I are like, Josh truthers, like we're the Dancing with Ghost truthers. And how funny would that be to have a subreddit just like, the Granddaddy subreddit? And I thought after a while that idea festered in my mind. I was like, that would probably burn his ass pretty bad, because his own subreddit is desolate. And I thought, well, if mine's desolate, it'll at least have better posts and better shit postings. So. Right, it'll be a better ghost town than your ghost town, buddy.
We'll have the higher quality tumbleweeds going through my fucking town.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you want to go to the Roman ruins, or the little sad ruins in the middle of the desert somewhere? You want to go to the cool ruins that has cool marble and art. So, but then it ended up thriving. We are now. Guys, we are now the #1 Dancing with Ghosts online community, period, end of story, full stop. We are #1 in the Dancing with Ghosts universe. I really am the fan club president. I have proven it. I have proven it.
Your story arc came full circle. What once was just a joke name about you being the fan club president, now you are. It would have been like if I'd have
if I'd
have followed through with Toby from Smack the Boobies or whatever. If I'd have followed through, trolling him as the obsessed fan, which is the other thing we have in common is we both played the obsessed fan, and I followed through with that. But that's the thing. I'm defensive, but like you see this big bucket of meds. It's hard for me to stay focused on anything. And in the halls, I consider meds too. They're for my throat.
Well, I mean, meds come in all kinds. I mean, I'm somewhat medicated myself.
Yeah, so but now there was another thing I was gonna ask, because I was like, okay, were they friends at one point? Because you said you blocked his number and he blocked your number. And that usually, I don't typically give my phone number out to people I don't like. So were you all like on such good terms at one point that you all were like actually like, texting and maybe even phone calling each other?
No, the way I got the phone number was another little sneaky fucking thing I did. So he wanted to start doing call-ins on his show. But the way the call-ins work is that you don't call into him, you give him your number, unsolicited, and if he chooses to call you, then he'll call you.
Okay.
Now, obviously, being the character that I was, the psycho fan, whatever, he doesn't want to call me. Like he already kind of doesn't like me that much as it is, but he tolerates me. But the entire chat, the whole chat voted for it and said, call him, call him, call him. Like they wanted to see worlds collide. That's why I named the video "When Worlds Collide," because here I am, and me and Narm ruled that Discord with our memes and our jokes. And I mean, we were, the Starsky and Hutch of the Discord by all accounts. So they want to see him call me and talk to me. And I clipped it. It's on my channel. It went well. I was sort of creepy, but I also broke character a few times. And let him know, like, hey, like, I'm just a normal guy. Like, I'm just fucking around with you, like, what more can I do for the guy, right? To be a troll and just be like, hey, man, I'm just trolling, like, there was some stuff on that phone call that was funny, like my daughter telling him that his band sucks. And, I had stuff lined up waiting for him. I had traps waiting for him. Like, he should have known. But, he called me, and he didn't block his number on his end. It wasn't, protected by anything. So that's how I got his number.
Okay.
Was the chat voted for it. It was democracy that did that.
Okay. So, but you and him, other than on the air, you all never shared like phone calls and private messages. And
never phone call, not even once. There was like once or twice that we texted because after I left the Discord, he didn't want to make public messages on YouTube where people could see it.
Yeah,
that's part of my campaign, is that I want to do everything publicly. Like, that's why the Reddit exists. Also, the Discord taught me. That Discord taught me that echo chambers and little private rooms and private messages and no, fuck that shit. Because if I had all my DMs from the Discord, I could make him look real bad.
Yeah,
I was excessively kind to him, warning him, hey man, your behavior is lolcow behavior. Please stop. Don't do that. I'm a troll for fucking 20 years. I'm telling you, don't do it. And like after he booted me out and fucking closed the door on my ass, it's like, well, then now you need a proper troll, and that's going to be me. Then the following week though, I should tell you that after the phone call with me, all of a sudden he goes and gets a second phone with a second line. It was on a special one-time deal that's like 90 days. So when the 90 days was up, he doesn't have the phone line anymore. The phone calls led to some pretty funny shit because most of his audience is kind of dumb. And when they call in, it's like hella boring and stupid phone calls. But I called him one last time, and I asked him, hey man, why did you ban me? Why'd you what's going on? And he was kind of shocked that I, called him and I got through to him. He's like, well, man, you left a bad taste in people's mouths, and, people just don't like you, and you cause a lot of problems. So you just, you got to go. That's it. It's like, and I'm like, hey man, how you're acting and your life and your problems, they're not from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tries to pin a lot of his shit on everybody but himself. You can see it in his music. You can see it in his channel. Anytime something goes wrong, it's not because of him. And, if you're going to make me the scapegoat, I'm going to become the super villain. I'm going to become the Moriarty. And so I'll become the lightning rod for all of his hate. Blame me for everything. Whenever fucking you stub your toe, I made it happen with my voodoo doll or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've gotten into his mind pretty badly. You saw last night how he still tries to pin like, oh, I'm a bad father. He tries to, he's going to clip this. He's going to clip that. Like, I still live in his head rent free. And I'm a guy with less than 100 subscribers. What are you mad that my Reddit is better than yours? Get on Reddit and make it happen, but guess what? People on Reddit don't like you. A lot of people don't like you. Apparently I got 300 people that don't like you. So I don't know, man. When the number one community online for your thing is people that don't like you, what does that tell you, Josh?
He's unlikable.
It's time to change, buddy.
But what I guess I kind of wonder is like, like, did his subscriber numbers, was it from one big thing, or did it gradually go up over time and then taper off? Because I'm just looking at it, and I'm looking at the current views of the videos that they get, and I'm like, this is he doesn't have a lot of that current audience. He must have had a lot of people that like subscribed over the years, and then they just they just abandoned ever going to his channel to checking out anything. Because I'm subscribed to shit that I don't watch at all, because for some reason, some days doing this to unsubscribe to someone is just too much work. So I just leave myself subscribed to shit that I have like zero interest in watching. So I don't know if you had any insight on that. Like, did his numbers just kind of go up gradually over the years, like kind of organically, or was there one big thing that he did that got him a shitload of views?
Well, he has periodic jumps when he does something that hits the algorithm the right way. His first big jump that he had was quite a while ago. It was an episode about Bill Burr on the H3H3 podcast with Ethan Klein. And he tried to like blow it up into like this big drama thing. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness. And it wasn't really all that bad. I mean, it's, and people have already talked about it. It wasn't like a brand new thing when he covered it. And even in the comments of that video, people were like, you're just, clout chasing and get clickbaiting people. And no, I'm not. But yeah, he is. Like, so ever since he found out that drama equals clicks, he started leaning into the drama, and now that it's weighing on him mentally or whatever, like he can't go back now, because that's the only way he makes money, and he's gotten used to the money. So he has to keep going back to the Bimmy well. Okay, so about the channel though, he made a video recently about Pat the NES Punk, and he called it a dead channel. When Pat has like 100,000 subscribers and the podcast and the whatever, the Twitch channel, Pat makes 6 figures a year sitting on his ass. So I don't know what you'll call that, a dead channel, whatever.
I mean, because like even if he doesn't make a lot of new content, and even if he does, and even if it bombs, that channel is so old. It's got old videos that people just go back to watch for comfort food, like AVGN. Like how many, I don't know about you, but like for me, I give you an example, like with AVGN, like I'll periodically just go back and watch that Friday the 13th NES episode. That's like one of my comfort food episodes. I'm sure Pat the NES Punk has plenty of those as well for himself.
Well, his evergreen content probably isn't as profitable as Bimmy's, but he owns all of his own shit. He doesn't go through Screenwave or nobody else. So I mean, Pat owns Pat. He gets all the Pat money himself. So good for him. And he makes a lot of money on them books, dude. I looked into how much he makes. A lot of money on them fucking books.
What books? What kind of books? Like fiction or what?
The NES guide, the SNES guide, and it has all the games in it. It shows screenshots of all the games and gives reviews and it's like a, you know, video game history compendiums and whatnot, you know, like, and then, you know, they're of varying quality. Maybe they're great, maybe they're not. Ironically, Josh has the NES one, which is funny because he doesn't like Pat and he doesn't like the NES. He says that Super Nintendo is way better, which is subjective, you know.
Yes. Okay, so yeah. So he had a couple of big videos, and that might have led to like that big jump. Now, okay, here's another just kind of random question about that guy, and I guess AVGN as well. It's like in not so much the dabble verse, but in woke wrestling verse. Okay, woke wrestling verse has a lot of people that so defend what they love that they get violently angry with other posters, and they'll threaten like death on, like, you know, trolls and whatnot. Like, does
Yeah.
does Dancing with Ghosts actually have any fans that are so passionate for him that they'll, like, just like they'll die on a sword for him or anything like that? Or is it just
Oh yeah, sure.
really? Okay. Have
Yeah.
you
I've
had
talked
any
about how
death
it's like
threats?
there's
Oh, what?
no,
No, okay.
no. I mean, they're not. They're too depressed to be angry.
Okay,
Most of
okay.
them, you know, they're emo. Emo people. They just get really pissy and angry and bitch at you a lot. They'll just bitch at you a lot. And so, I mean, a death threat is at least something that even an animal can understand. Their life is threatened, but like most animals don't understand constant harping and bitching, and it just causes stress. So,
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, so
well, so one moving slightly along.
yeah.
The last night, now you're getting into watching the streams a lot. I didn't want to do stream sniping because I feel like, you know, I would rather just make fun of him or do the Jeff character or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm finding is that when people watch it along with me, they kind of get to see it through my eyes a little bit because I'm there narrating what I'm thinking. And oftentimes, you know, I end up kind of making a lot more sense than even I remember, you know, and I'll look back on what do we got? Norm saying, you imagine the foul language past videos have stayed consistent. Yeah, Bimmy has a foul mouth problem that the evergreen content doesn't generate as much money because some of them did get demonetized. At which point, Big Rihanna and Screenwave released censored versions that had bleeps. So instead of just silence, you get beep, 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 beep. You know, it's like, oh my goodness. What a disaster that was.
Like
It's
those
like,
AVGNs that were like that, I'm assuming they got like a playlist or something like that where it's like censored and uncensored or something. I haven't never noticed.
well, yeah, you know, because I totally want to show my kids AVGN and just have it be beep, beep, beep the whole time, and they just don't understand what's going. You know, meanwhile, a plastic butt is taking a shit on Bugs Bunny's head, but you know, you can't say the
That's
F word, right?
okay. You know,
That's
that's
okay.
okay. What about, okay, then there's the ones that aren't necessarily cussing. There was one, I don't know if it was a fart monster or if it was shit pickle. It might have been shit pickle. And for some reason, James went for this joke, and man, it was not. I mean, it was not in good taste. It was kind of like, it was very cringe. He started like, doing the "oh, this smells" thing, and he started going, "You're raping me, bro. You're raping me." I was like, why would you say that? It's like, I'm no prude. I don't care, but why would you say that?
Man, that would be a great clip for a Cinemassacre Truth. If we could find that, that sounds pretty good.
I mean, that might have been where I last saw it, because like we were talking about this not too long ago. It's like how, okay, there was the era where people were still putting their own videos on their own website because they were making more money that way. And now I think everybody is just tapped out because it's just way more convenient. Just fuck it. I'm just putting it on YouTube. I don't have to think about it. I'm not jumping through all these hoops of like coming up with my own media player and all that shit that, Cinemassacre did. I don't know all the details on that, but that's where I originally saw it, was on cinemassacre.com, because the ones that did get taken down from YouTube for whatever reason, I don't know if they advertised, hey, that episode's still up at cinemassacre.com. Go over there and watch it. But I found out about some that were, and that was one of them. But I don't know what. I swear it was Shit Pickle, though. It was. I know there was more than one.
Narm has it in the chat.
Oh, he does. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay. He does. All right. I see.
Narm is quite the lore master on
turd. The nerdy turd, and
So wait a minute. He has Bullshit Man. He has Nerdy Turd. He has Shit Pickle. How many poop based characters does he have? That's way too many.
Yeah.
I mean, all you need is Shit Pickle. That's all you need.
Yeah, Shit Pickle was the only one, but yeah, it was like, it was just a bad joke. It was like, God, why would you say that? Ugh.
I gotta clip that now.
Yeah, it's there, but yeah, I always did find that era of like the internet interesting. Is like, go to my website and watch my clunky video player, please. Somehow I make more money by you going to my website. 'Cause I mean, I remember there was like, all right, because you were going to this page, and this page has certain advertisements, and there's the click-through rate, and yada, yada, yada. But I was like, okay. It also reminded me, unrelated, of course. I'm just, how I am. I just have to say what's in my brain at the moment. Remember that era of the internet where every other video you downloaded, you had to install a fucking codec?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That
was the slowest fucking thing. It'd take forever, and it'd be like in a 144p and terrible shit, man. I don't miss that at all.
No, and that was after downloading the initial video. They're like, oh, finally, now I can watch not pornography, definitely someone's fishing video. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta download a fucking codec now. And and then you gotta wait for that to install, and you gotta hope that it installs right. And then you finally see the shitty quality 2007 quality video of AIDS death.
Yeah. Was that or you got Rick rolled? You ended up doing a fucking Rick Astley video.
My first Rick roll that happened to me, and I'd like to hear what yours is too. Yours might be the actual Rick roll. It was on the old Napster, and the title of the song was Rare. Nirvana performs Inner Sandman live. I was like, yay! And I click on it, and I can't wait. And I'm at my friend Richard's house, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even know this happened. Nirvana covered Metallica's Inner Sandman. Holy shit. I can't fucking wait. Let's wait for the whole song to come in though, and then we'll play it. Let's not sample it beforehand or anything. That way, if we're not happy with the quality, we could abort the download. No, this is 1999. Let's wait the 3 hours for the 5 meg MP3 to come in. And it came in, and the fucking song was not Rick Astley. It was Suck My Dog's Dick. Suck My Dog's Dick. It was
Wesley Willis.
That's it. And man, we laughed for like 2 hours. That was like the best prank ever. We could not believe that it happened. Like then we got in on it too. We started pranking other people. Okay, because this is my show and I'm fucking crazy and I have to say the shit in my brain. But another thing that I did with the Suck My Dog's Dick song was another era of another era of our society before it was commonplace that our vehicles could play MP3s and shit. There was that kind of like in between era of like CDs and whatnot. And I had a car that was a piece of shit for a while. Before I got my act together and started getting real jobs. I had a car that did not even have a tape deck. It only had an
Wow.
AM FM radio. That was fucking it.
Fuck.
So
That's
I
rough.
found out, and I think it was the year 2000, 2001, something like that. I found out about FM transmitters. So as long as I had like, CD or whatever media player I was using, if I tuned my radio to like 97.1, then what was playing on my portable CD player connected to that FM transmitter, well, now it would come through my car speakers. And so I've always been, I'm not trying to sell myself as like some IT guy, but I've always been, like let's say IT guys are up here. I've always been about here. And at least for like thinking of shit that I can do with tech. And what I did with it was I went to work and it was at this call center, and I kept tricking people to tuning the radio to 97.1 so I could play Suck My Dog's Dick, and they didn't know what the fuck was happening. They didn't know why the radio was playing that song. And I was just like, I was always I was a manager, like, you can't play that sort of stuff at work. That's terrible. You can't suck a dog's dick. You can't suck a dog's dick at work or in song. You shouldn't be playing it all. This is terrible. Oh my gosh. And then I'd walk away, and then the song would as I went far away from the radio. And then I'd trick someone else. I'm like, hey, did you hear about that new radio station that just started? 97.1. All it does is play Nirvana covering Enter Sandman. You better tune into it and play it again.
I think everybody who finds Wesley Willis is through trolling.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
anyone's ever found him organically, because I found him with I went to go see a film at a small theater. It's like a little art house theater.
Uh-huh.
And they play music while you're getting into your seats, and they're playing classic rock or like
Yeah.
slow rock, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it was a song about going to the zoo. Do you know about the zoo song?
I do, but that one, the Suck My Dog's Dick song just overshadows it so hard. I can't remember it or the McDonald's
It's
song.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing, but with lots of other different kind of animals. So it's lick a llama's anus, suck a giraffe's dick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fuck a zebra in the butt. I mean, like, it's
Suck a honey badger's ass.
The whole theater. There's like 50 people in this little art house theater, and we're all crying, laughing. Like we're what the hell is going on? Is somebody on the microphone like fucking with us right now? Like this isn't real. This isn't like a real song. No, it could come to find out, Jello Biafra of Dead Kennedys found a homeless schizophrenic guy and gave the homeless schizophrenic guy a record deal. Here you go, buddy. And a Casio keyboard. Go for it.
I haven't heard that name in so long. I miss listening to their music. It's been too long. If you're out there, Jello, send me some stuff, even though you don't know me. Now, when you were describing that theater, that reminded me of a theater I used to go to that was like almost like carbon copy imitated for the movie, It Follows, where before the movie would start, you would, you'd go to your seat and there'd be a fucking guy like playing like, like an organ or a piano down in front just to have music playing while everybody got to their seats. And it was
Yeah.
totally like I'm assuming this was something normal from like the 1950s or something like that. Because that's what this theater was like made to look like. It was made to look like it was from like the 50s or something. And I thought that was that brought that memory back.
Yeah, it was the theater was originally like an old theater from back in the day. That's why it was so small inside. And obviously like the big mega theaters of the modern era you can't have a THX movie playing in there because the sound system can't handle it. It'd probably break the walls, and the plaster, the asbestos would fall out of the ceiling. So they just play little art movies. We went there to go see like an anime movie or something. And just when so the whole crowd is just like these really nerdy, reclusive basement dwellers, and they have never heard anything like Wesley Willis. And I've listened to a lot of raunchy comedy in my day, man, but like the Casio keyboard is something I'm very familiar with. I had one as a kid, and the really cheap Casio keyboard, built-in songs, the built-in music, that's what he was using the whole time. So he would just push the play button and just be like, suck a giraffe's dick. And it's like, it's fucking wild. And when you look at a picture of the guy, I mean, I challenge you to look at a picture of that guy and then try to get off in the same day. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, so he's a boner killer.
He is a fiendish looking orcish man. Like he looks like a troll, a real human troll. He's a mess.
Okay, so as far as Dancing with Ghosts go, though, you don't think there's on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think he would ever reach out to you and just be like, "Man, this is all stupid. Why don't you come back to the chat and hang out? Let's be chill."
Never. He'll never. His pride, his ego, dude. I have wounded his ego so severely that he could never trust me.
Okay.
And the whole point of this exercise is to teach him a lesson. Like, you can't just discount people and write them off as if you know them. Like, oh, he's just some weird guy that made weird videos. Fuck him. He'll go away if I ban him. It'll silence him or whatever. And it almost worked. But blame Spurgsteak, and that's actually the truth. Spurgsteak really is responsible for season 2 of the Steve Wolf show. So that really did happen.
Well, that's what you've got to title your next episode. Is you have to title it something like, Spurgsteak is to blame for my continued trolling of Dancing with Ghosts.
Well, currently Spurgsteak is in the Discord, and I don't want to out him or get him in trouble because he's playing nice. He's being nice. So let things play out as they will. I'm not going to get involved.
it's just funny because like he gets Spurg ends up getting shrapnel from random people, and I'm like thinking to myself, I was like, I don't think I've ever heard Spurg just, unless he's replying to something, I've never heard him just come right out and be like, Bob Picklefeather can go piss up a rope. Now he'll respond to someone that has pissed him off and just, say that. But I always find it funny, like when like people like Karmic and whatnot will get fucking mad at him, and I'm like, what the fuck did he do? You goddamn weirdos.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes that shit so funny. I mean, because Karmic goes off on a lot of people and he says a lot of funny things, but Spurgsteak is just such a like mellow, chill dude where it's just like you have a mouth made for sucking cum.
Like, my mouth. Yeah. When I get done paying off these fishermen to attack. God damn it, I'm fucking up my own joke. Cape Fear starred Robert De Niro. When I get done paying off these men to attack Robert De Niro to keep my family safe, I'm gonna be able to cover for you, Spurgsteak. Got a mouth made for cum. I wish you were floating face down in the North Carolina Ocean. The ocean no one loves.
Yeah, that's just that rant was great, and that's what I really. If I can't have a friendship arc, I want to just have him fucking frothing at the mouth at some point. So either
but
or, I'll take either one as a victory.
but all Dylan said the other day to get him to go off was next. That guy,
Well, yeah, yeah.
that's something else.
Well, it was a little bit of a mutiny going on because after he said next, all of a sudden, like a lot of the sycophants, a lot of the cult members were like, "Yeah, this isn't good." They're basically Dylan cucked him because one of them is the Canadian girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
and so when the Canadian girlfriend is backing Dylan, that sounds like cuckoldry to me. And Dylan has been a bull in the past, so I think if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a Bimmy. So.
Yeah, yeah. I can't imagine like playing a music video and then someone just saying next or I don't like it. This isn't any good. Turn it off. And getting
Yeah.
so mad about it. I'm like, I don't care that much.
Well, but think about why he cares. It's because of the song. Now, for those of you that don't know this, it was a Maxwell cover of a Kate Bush song called A Woman's Work. And so
Mhm.
Maxwell sings the song in high falsetto to sound feminine. And Josh is like, this is the best falsetto song. And people have told me I have a good falsetto voice. And I love this song. And it's like, you'd like singing, hearing this guy singing about being a woman? Like, what? Like, and then the moment, all he had to do was say next in all caps, and he fucking. Now, what's funny about Slosh is that like he'll overplay his emotions so that later on he could be like, "Oh, well, obviously I didn't mean it. I was just joking or whatever." But it's like, no, he did get upset that people don't like the things that he likes. I mean, because it's his show. He wants people to be like, "Oh, you're right, Josh. That's a really great song. Thank you so much for showing it to me. I'm gonna go out and download it right away." No, it sucks, bro. A lot of shit you like sucks, Josh. Deal with it.
Yeah, but at least the guy is aware of his detractors. I think, like, AVGN and that crew, they have boarded up everything possible to where they don't see comments, good or bad. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They just make content and hope
Well,
that a lot of people watch it.
that is correct until last night when
Okay.
as soon as I clicked off of the Bimmy stream, something happened that we missed out on.
Yeah.
Our good buddy Brown Electrons, who I call Senpai, a rock star animator in the Bimmy verse, who's made hundreds and hundreds of Bimmy cartoons. He super chatted or whatever the fuck to Magfest. He sent in a donation. Now,
Oh,
if you
okay.
remember last night, they were
Yeah.
going to read out the donations on stage. It was supposed to be that Bimmy reads them out himself.
Yeah.
Now they weren't holding to that. There were times that the announcer would do it or somebody else would do it. Now our good buddy Brown Electrons sent in a donation of $5.40, and the message was, "It's 5:40. I have to be done right now." And I think he was hoping that James would read it because that would be fucking epic as shit. But
Yeah.
the announcer read it, and you can see Justin Silverman and Bimmy becoming very uncomfortable because no matter how many shields they've put up, all this wall of I don't want James exposed to people on Cinemassacre Truth or whatever. Somehow, some way, Senpai found a way to touch the sun all the way from merry old England. And it's all over the subreddit now. It's all over Cinemassacre Truth. I mean, it's highly upvoted. I am so proud of him because for the price of a hamburger, he has now immortalized himself even more than he already was.
Now, for the people that might check this out a little bit later, 'cause I think everybody here right now is on board with the lore. What does 540 mean?
Well, if you go to the Cinemassacre Truth subreddit, there's an FAQ that explains all the memes, and the 540 meme comes from a video that he did with him and Mike Matei. They're playing Mega Man X, and it's not a comedy video or anything. It's just them playing the game and talking about it. And at the end of the video, James becomes kind of panicky. And he goes, it's 5:40 and I have to be done right now. And he starts doing this, like waving his wedding ring around, or, you know, and it was so bizarre. His behavior was bizarre because most especially it was a produced video. It wasn't a live stream. So why would you leave that in the video? That's very weird. Most people had never seen him act in such a way. Like he acted very panicky and agitated, and it was jarring at the time. So he's never been able to live that down. 5:40 has become probably the top meme, probably the number one meme on the subreddit. You'll see it mixed into everything. I mix it into my comedy on my video where I'm taking the Nintendo pills. It's 540 milligrams. Like, I mean, it's all over the place. It's everywhere.
Yeah, and what that super chat's gonna do is, I'll guarantee you, after that joke got through and it made them uncomfortable, there was a discussion that was had after the fact about, like, hey, you know what? This might be the only time we do one of these shows, or we gotta vet the super chats before they,
Yeah, you'll never
on us.
You'll never see this again. This will never happen again, dude. That he touched the sun. And he did not burn his hand. It was beautiful. It was like, it's like looking at the Sistine Chapel. It was is amazing.
Yeah, so that's it. So I hope I hope that zinger landed. Well, I know it landed. I mean, if everybody's going crazy about it, I'm surprised that James even did this thing. I'm wondering if he got like a boatload of money up front. This wasn't like a charity thing, right? There's nothing about that had to do with charity. Is that I can see like maybe him like it was. Okay, so maybe
it was. So here, but the charity, the charity is this thing where kids that are like in hospitals that are they're messed up really bad, they're getting like therapy, and they give them video games. Okay, so when little Timmy, they said last night, they were like, we want to give kids games to help them relax before they go into surgeries and treatments. And I thought to myself, have you ever played video games in your entire life? Because they don't relax you before a surgery. Like, it's going to amp you up. So I thought it was pretty funny. Like, little Billy's going to get cancer surgery. Let's give him like Ninja Gaiden and watch him flip the fuck out. And the charity is called Child's Play. Child's Play, the movie about the doll that wants to kill a child and his family. Good name for a child's charity. Definitely better than the name Game Over, which would have been a very unfortunate name for the charity. But it is what it is.
It's the hospital at Game Over to let you know your fucking kid died. Well,
but just so you know, while he died, he got a high score on Pac-Man, so he was living. He went out like a champ. The stress of the game is what killed him.
Because, one of the things that irritated me about James a few years back was like, okay, I got it. It was the beginning of the pandemic and no one knew what the fuck was going on. So I got it where he, went home. But I felt like he stayed home way, way, way longer than necessary. Like everybody else was back to normal within a year. And I swear to me, my perspective was like he stayed home for like 3 years straight and didn't do anything with anybody in person, unless I'm just blowing it out of proportion in my head. Because that's one of the things that just got up in my craw. Like, you probably heard about how Howard Stern didn't leave his house until like this past year because Bruce Springsteen was going to perform in front of him if he came to the office. But what say you on that? Was Bimmy at home longer than he should have, or am I blowing that out of proportion?
Little bit. And he did a few videos where he had to like green screen himself, and then other people had to green screen themselves, and he had to like mix all the green screens together. Such as the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas episode, which that was kind of a stinker episode, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of that movie, and seeing his interpretation, I was expecting at least a couple of good jokes, but it was just painful.
Oh, it was dog shit. I remember it, and I just remember it being hard to sit through. And wasn't that like one of the longer ones too, like a 30-minute
Yeah.
episode or something?
Yeah, it was a little bit self-indulgent, and I blame Snake.
Yeah.
And but as far as he did stay home too long. He was also very restrictive. He did that onion thing, the there goes the onion, where it fell out of his mouth a bunch of times. Are you aware of that meme?
No, I do not know what you're talking about at all.
So he tried to do a scene where he's tied up in a chair, as a hostage, and he has an onion in his mouth to gag him. And he wants to do it realistically, so he has to actually be tied to the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Now no one's helping him. The wife is not there. The kids are not there. He's tying himself to the chair with an onion in his mouth. The onion keeps falling out of his mouth because he's actually biting it with his real teeth. And he's on video getting really pissed off and angry. The video was featured in the behind the scenes video that was where all the memes come from, as far as the tripod in the ceiling and do you want me to suffer, assholish variety. It all comes from that one video, the behind the scenes video. That's the number one video where all the memes. Basically, one day James Rolfe gets mad about the detractors and actually does address them in a video about 3 or 4 years ago.
Now, see, I kind of remember that because I mean he was so calm, if that makes sense. Like he's like, yes, and then you have the fans of the assholish variety that don't seem to understand that. Would you rather me? I don't know, it was something like, do no videos at all, or, get help with these screenwave guys to, actually produce more, or something like that. I mean, I'm an unreliable narrator.
Well, it's all good. I mean, between me and Narm, we got a lot of lore that we know.
I know Norm is on it because he's like in the chat going, it was at 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yes. for all the Dabbleverse people that watch this later, these are good reference points. If in the live chat replay, just go on your little YouTube app there and go to live chat replay and get all the information about where this stuff comes from. So that way you don't have to go, looking through piles of trash to find the treasure.
Because now I know there were some people that hated rental reviews and some that liked it. Now I was more of a moderate on that. I was like, some episodes were outstanding and some sucked because not only did I not like the movie, I didn't like the guests. So but like I really liked rental reviews. Because I felt like the good outweighed the bad. And now Bimmy was of no help at any of them because, as you know, it's like like when he's a character like we all knew and love in the mid 2000s, when he's the character from back then. Oh fuck yeah, we're in on it. But he has all those weird social anxieties. So he's around all these people that are his they're his friends basically. Yeah, he's paying them in a sense, but they're his fucking friends. It would be the same as if I hit the lottery and I decided to hire you to work for me to do bullshit for me. I'd still think of you as my friend, even though I'm paying you. But he's around all these people and he's acting so awkward. When he does have a joke, it takes the joke 5 minutes to come out. Lots of stopping, lots of pausing. But they had some gold episodes like that one that kind of a ripoff of Terminator Rotor. That one was hilarious. And other ones too. But I don't know why I started talking about that. Fuck you, Bimmy.
I'm a simple man. If you want to know if I like Cinemassacre content or not, I'm very simple. If it has Justin Silverman in it, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Simple as.
He's just unlikable. He's just unlikable. He's just he comes across as kind of a know-it-all, pretentious, not funny.
I find him to be like the Stewart character where it's like, hey guys, can I play too? And it's like, get the fuck out of here, Justin. Go away, bro. You're irritating. But I have the newest video game. And he's the kind of kid that would lure you over with his toys and shit. But he'd get all mad when you don't want to talk to him or be it's like, Stop whoring yourself, Justin. Stop it, Justin. Stop whoring yourself, you fat whore. You fucking slutty fat whore.
I literally had that Justin Silverman friend when I was in grade school.
We all did. We all did. Yeah.
That friend was like I got to play, pro wrestling on NES because of that friend. I got to play on the actual, like, what do you call it? The Navy ship from G.I. Joe. I don't know if that had a name or not.
Yeah,
but it was gigantic. It was bigger than this couch.
Yeah, it's huge, dude.
I got to play that, but like being around this guy was infuriating. Like I remember we were playing like pro wrestling, and like I was just a dumb kid too. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just button mashing, but I kept winning. Like, and his mom pulled me aside and was like, "Could you please let Eddie win now and again?" Because this little fucking kid would start punching the ground every time he lost. I'm like, and I was just as little as a kid as him. I was like, it's just a fucking game. Come on, man.
Well, that's fucked up, dude.
Sorry to hear that. What's fucked up is that little motherfucker grew up to become an assistant principal at a school and got busted with PDF files.
No, dude.
Fuck you, Eddie. Fuck you. I shouldn't have had to lose to you at all at pro wrestling on NES, but I got my revenge after all when the cops come and got you, you buttfucker.
I think you beat him at wrestling on NES so bad that it like traumatized him, and he was stuck in a childhood state in his mind for years. And I think you're responsible for this somehow.
And what makes it even funnier is like how I found out about it. Is like, I'm at this job 15 years ago, and my boss happened to be a friend of mine from high school. Like, we kept in touch, and just one day he reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey man, we got an opening and I can pay you this much, and it'll be just like we're hanging out high school again." And I was thinking to myself, like, well, I don't really like being a boss at this call center anymore anyway. I'd much rather just hang out with my friends. I was like, fuck it, deuces. I'm out of here. I'm going to hang out with my friends. I think that was my exit interview too. It's like, fuck y'all. I don't like this because I'm not very professional. I'll go work for my buddy. And like just a few weeks in, he goes, "Hey man, you remember Eddie from grade school?" And I was like, "Eddie, no last namington?" And he's like, "Yeah, him exactly." And then he turns his monitor around, and there it is, the website. We called it where I grew up at. Everybody knew what the fuck you were talking about if you said, "Did you look at the website this week?" The website meant the PDF file website. Who got busted? Yada, yada, yada. So he goes, "Yeah, old Eddie, no last namington's on the website." He turns it around, and then we just laughed. We're like, all that silly Eddie up to his no good tricks.
Yeah, well, that and his condescending mother. It's like, how you like that, Mom?
How do you like that, Mom? And how do you like that? Did me losing a few extra times in pro wrestling keep him from lusting for children? No, it didn't.
It didn't make him a better person, that's for sure.
It didn't make him a better person. I should have beat his ass every time to make him a man. Because then when he did win under his own virtue, he would have appreciated it better. But no, because I mean, well, that's what happens. Now that's the other thing, and then this is me going back. This is me like jamming this dabble verse in. I hate what I hate about the dabble verse and all the shows is these cocksuckers. They don't pretend. They pretend like there's no life outside of these four corners right here. Like they just spawn to do these goddamn shows. They don't have a life before or after. It's just they just appear to like talk about the current event. It makes me crazy. I want more people like, I don't care. I don't care if you had the most boring day at Walmart. What'd you do at Walmart? Just tell me something that isn't like, did you see the new Stuttering John video where Stuttering John drooled a little extra? I'm like, oh my God, talk about your fucking day just a little bit, just a little itty bitty bit. And that ties into like the Bimmy verse and all that too. It's like they never say anything other than the subject of the video. Oh, hi, how are you?
Oh no, Narm's going to bed.
Oh, where was he? Okay. Night,
Say
guys.
goodnight to
Have a
Narm.
good rest of the stream. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, I wish I could teach these. It's like me as a viewer of a lot of programs. I get burned out because like all the shows talk about the same things. They won't talk about anything in real life. Like, okay, like like the weird shit that happened to me today. I'm like driving to the mall because I want to walk around the mall. I want to see if I can buy a nice pair of shoes. But I didn't. Spoiler alert. I just walked around. But on the way there, like some car was beside of me and was like beeping its horn at me and waving at me and waving. And I'm like trying to do the thing where I'm like pretending not to notice it or whatever. And then finally I couldn't take it anymore. I rolled my window down. I'm like, what? And this guy yells out, he goes, I've got tires that fit that car. And I yell, what the fuck do you want me to do with that information? God damn it. It's one of the goddamn things that's infuriating, but it comes with the territory of being a long hair is, when I put on my people makeup to go outside of these four walls, when I'm not just living the stream, I actually look like a human, but apparently I look like a pretty girl. So all the time I get this weird shit of people like finding a reason to like say something to me like that. And I'm going to tell you the worst ones are the goddamn Muhammads. I could be in a fucking room by myself, a goddamn Muhammad Durka jihad motherfuckers. I'll be on the fucking south end side of the room looking out a window. A Muhammad will come all the way around this empty room to bump into me accidentally because I think I'm a fucking girl. And this happens to me all the time. It makes me crazy, but I'm not cutting my hair. The fuck Islam will fail. You will not get me to cut my hair. I will not wear a hijab, you cocksuckers. Go fuck yourself and fuck your dogs.
They have not like charities and social movements about like the ban the hijab, and I really would like to see you at the forefront of the ban the hijab movement, like surrounded by all these women, like all those Muslim women. And you're like, they tried to put one on me too, man. I get it, sister. Let's do this.
Like there's like some famous pictures of these like liberated Islamic women that they're and they're like setting fire to pictures of like their ex-husbands and like smoking cigars and shit. And I want to be the one lighting the cigar for these bitches.
Right. No, I mean in the picture of the Muslim women that have been like saved from the hijab, like you got to be a part of that too. You got to be like in the center. I want you right in the center of that picture.
I want to be in the center of that picture. I want to liberate more women from this demonic religion of Islam or Muslim or whatever. I don't know. It's dumb. I don't want to get canceled. And it's just like it's like the shit from the past like what year and a half now. It's like, oh man, all the woke internet, you have the woke people for Palestine versus the woke people for Israel. And I'm like, it's not our fucking problem. I don't give a shit either way. They can both kaboom each other out of existence for all I care. Why do I have to pick a side? I don't like either of them. Ugh.
I mean, it's hard to feel bad for them when they're trying to butt rape you. I mean,
I mean, there's no benefit to either side. I mean, look at it from like any like okay, Ashley Mazzario, the deceased diva. She was. Do you remember her at all? She was a very pretty
No.
blonde girl. I think it was after your time, but like she got fucking stranded over there. Ended up getting raped by one of those fuckers, and like and she described it in like some interviews like anytime that she didn't have like one of those hijabs were, man, people would stare daggers through her like, we want you fucking dead, you fucking bitch, you're fucking sinning, how dare you. Which is another one of them things like, man, I don't people were so scared of Vince they wouldn't put their foot down and say, I'm not going over there. You can forget that shit. Because he did not take care of his talent that went over to places like that. He'd pressure him into going over there and he'd be like, figure it out. Figure all this out on your own. Figure out how to get home. I'm not dealing with it. So
I saw a show that they did in Saudi Arabia that had divas in it, and like the crowd is like throwing shit at them, and
yeah,
like they didn't want to see the hot women wrestlers, and I'm just like, well, it's your loss. I mean,
it's your loss. It's your loss, assholes. But I don't know. That's the stuff that like kind of burns me up. But I mean, a lot of stuff burns me up.
well, don't let it burn you up.
I know. It's going to give me the high blood pressure.
Well, I mean, like I'm the kind of guy that as things fall apart, it's just either you laugh at it or you cry, and I choose to laugh instead. So I don't know, man. I'm, despite being a family man and a husband or whatever, like I'm very desensitized to everything to the point where I care about nothing outside my house. Like the only things that matter to me are things immediately in arm's reach, and that's it, like, because really where I live at, it looks very rural, and there's a lot of forest and creek, whatever. But I am right near a major metropolitan area that has lots of fucking weirdos and problems and traffic and all kinds of shit. So, not to mention, I was raised in a different area. I was raised in a very urban area. I was one of only 2 white kids in my whole neighborhood, so I got to experience what that was like, which you and I think talked about that one time before.
You got to experience diversity.
Yeah, and you and I had this talk a long time ago. And I don't bear any ill will against anything about that, but like it shaped my defenses. Where like I'm not gonna attack anybody for being anything, but I will defend myself from everything and not want anything to influence me. I'm a contrarian. I'm rebellious. I hate authority of all types. I am, obviously my name is a funny name because it's like, oh, it's the wolf. It's the lone wolf, right? It's like I kind of always have. I've been a lone wolf my whole life. I look weird. I sound weird. Yeah.
Detective Postal Squad. But no, I get it too, because because growing up I was a contrarian about anything. It was like, as soon as something was popular, and I can look back now and kind of cringe about a lot of it, but like as soon as something was popular, that meant I hated it. I hated it.
Yeah.
I don't
like
it.
Yeah.
The second
that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have, man, because we don't fall for that mass indoctrination hypnosis bullshit. Like if something is objectively good, it's good on some merits. Like, I mean, Star Wars is popular, but the first Star Wars is a pretty good movie, so it's warranted. But then it's like, oh, The Last Jedi, that's the best one ever. It's like, no, it's not.
The fuck it is. I mean, because I can't even remember it. Like I can quote you. I can pretty much walk you through, A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and kind of sort of Return of the Jedi, but I can't walk you through any of the other ones. I mean, I can't even really remember them. About the only thing that was good about the last batch of Star Wars movies was like they made a lot of people appreciate the prequels more.
How terrible.
Yeah,
how horrible.
Terrible. But
yeah.
but they
it's
got
like a crime.
yeah, they got 1% better because of the most recent batch of shit. It's like with me with a lot of movies. We were talking about this the other day too. There were movies from the past, and I'm not talking about big movies. I'm talking about movies like there was this movie based on a video game called was a Dead or Alive, and
Yeah, Kevin
it had
Nash.
Kevin Nash in it. And
Yeah.
I rewatched that not too long ago, and I was like, man, this actually isn't that bad of a movie. And the reason I think it's not that bad of a movie today is because of the dog shit that I've been fed the past 6 years. It's like
Yeah.
there was the follow up to Donnie Darko was this movie called Southland Tales. Did you ever watch that?
No.
It has a bunch of people from Mad TV, a bunch of people from SNL, and then the main characters in it are The Rock and fucking Stifler. Much like how
Oh, wow.
they were just in like The Takedown or whatever, but they were the main characters in this movie too. And like and back then when I saw it, I was like, this is just a confusing piece of shit. God damn, this is just hard to watch. In current Oz, it's still a confusing piece of shit, but it's way better than anything that's came out the past 6 years to where they, indoctrinate you and make you feel guilty for your skin color because of things that happened in 2020. Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that at the time were kind of just like and I look back on them now and like they shine a lot brighter compared to modern stuff. And I'll make some shout outs. There's a movie called The Cave where they go
yeah.
down into a cave and they find monsters down there. Like at the time, it's like, oh, it's PG-13. It's not all that interesting. No, it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Or a lot of the horror movies of the early 2000s that were kind of done, like the Wrong Turn movies. Like they're like, oh, these are kind of
Yes.
right. I think you and I talked about, I think, the Wrong Turn movies, but like compared to nowadays, it's like those are actually way better than what's out now. Or even bad shit, like objectively bad, like the Aeon Flux movie with Charlize
Yeah.
Theron.
Uh-huh.
It's not a good movie, but it has a lot of real, people in it doing special effects and choreography. And it's not an AI fed CGI slop fest. Like real movie
Correct.
making is going to die pretty soon. So get
Yes.
get it while you can.
Because I mean, I can prove it. It's like the intro that I made. That was just me typing. That was it. Just me typing things, and then AI made that.
There's
And
already AI fan films. Recently, there was a Star Wars one that got released. It's called Beggar's Canyon, and it's about Luke Skywalker after Empire Strikes Back. He's sort of like trying to find himself, and he goes into Beggar's Canyon looking for the green rock to make the green lightsaber with. And it's all AI. The whole thing's AI. And you know what? It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's far better than what Disney has been put out for the last 10 years. So
yes. No, I mean, but yeah, there's a lot like Wrong Turn 1 and 2 weren't bad, and Wrong Turn 2 is like that. Like I've talked about this with a lot of people. It's one of those rare movies that the sequel is better than the first one. It's like the Empire Strikes Back of West
yeah.
Virginia horror movies.
Which was the one that had Henry Rollins in it?
The second one.
There we go. Yeah, that's the
Second
best
one that everybody regards as being great. I mean, it had the
Yeah.
best special effects out of all of them. It had a good amount of comedy. It had a good amount of actors and actresses that people actually recognized from other things.
Yeah,
Just everything was
definitely.
good. And that director had went on to do a lot of stuff with Adam Green, who I don't know if you're too familiar with him or not. Did you ever
Yeah,
watch
we talked
any?
about him. We
You
talked
did?
about we talked about the he did that Frozen, like
Yes.
the horror Frozen. He did the horror as Kane Hodder as
It's
the guy.
Hatchet.
Hatchet, there we
Hatchet.
go. Okay. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
those
talked about
movies
that.
are those movies are all excellent. So if you haven't
Yeah.
watched those, or if anyone's listening to this and hasn't watched those are all very funny. I don't
Yep.
think they're scary in the slightest, but they have a lot of gore, and I think they're just a fucking hoot. And each one of them is just as good as the other ones. It's like, I mean, movie. What you like about movies is kind of subjective anyway. But it's like if you check out Hatchet 1 and you like it, you're gonna like all the other ones.
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
say there's a lot worse ways you could waste some time than not checking out some uh, good. Pretty much everything Adam Green has done, I've liked. It was that there's like Breaking Down the Marrow. There was he had a TV show that I don't know if it was
What
actually.
was that weird found footage movie that he did where he pretended that he was making a documentary that had like the weird
That
monsters in the
was Breaking
forest?
Down the Marrow. Breaking Down the
There we
Marrow.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That was very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and he did good with it. Those monsters were all very creative looking,
Mm-hmm.
and that one did
Yeah.
have some kind of eerie moments. It's like that character actor that he chose for the main character, other than him. Almost everything that guy's in is gold because he has just comedic timing when he's doing like a comedy. He didn't do it hardly at all in this movie, but like in other like funny movies, like Big Ass Spider, I don't know if you saw that, but that one's
No.
an okay budget sci-fi movie, but very funny, very funny. Like you will get a kick out of it. That's one of the things. It's like I've the fucking pandemic and all the other shit from the summer of love took from me is like is fun horror movies that have gore and titties and actual comedy. Now you won't get titties anymore because woke, and if you do get titties, it'll be tasteful lesbian titties.
I'm sick of horror movies that are pretentious and
Yes.
artsy. Like there's way too much of that going on.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like in a way, I kind of feel bad for him. It's like, okay, these are the only ones we can put out because we can avoid a lot of topical shit, and it won't piss off anyone in the audience. So that's why we get stuck with things like Hereditary and Midsummer, because
Yeah.
that's about the only way they can write the thing to avoid any kind of current events. I mean, like what they did not do with the last Evil Dead movie. The last Evil Dead movie had a heroic member of the trans community in it, so it was a hoot to watch. Yay! Yeah.
Well, moving on to a better, moving on to something else. There.
Nothing to
Have you
see.
seen What Is It, which is the Crispin Glover movie that has Down syndrome actors?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
No.
I'll send you a link to it. Spurg Snake has a copy. Dylan has a copy. We've all been waiting for a time to kind of watch it together, and I think Spurg Snake mentioned something about trying to orchestrate that in the near future with either Luigi or Dylan or somebody. But basically, Crispin Glover, who played Marty McFly's dad, and he was in Charlie's Angels as the silent guy.
Yeah.
He's been in a bunch of movies. This guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a total weirdo in real life. He's a fucking complete weirdo,
Oh, I
psycho
know.
Hollywood nut job, and he wanted to make his own movie that was for Sundance Film Festival. And he hired basically like 95% of the cast has Down syndrome or other mental illnesses. And the plot is disjointed. It's very hard to watch. It's upsetting. And there's a certain part of the movie that goes really off the rails that I will not spoil for you. But it basically becomes like borderline abuse. Like he's abusing a retard on camera. Yeah. So it's very disturbing and bizarre, and it was never meant to be leaked out. And when it got leaked out, Chris McGlover got really pissed off about it. And
Wait, this was like a movie that he was making for himself to keep in a vault?
well, he made it with his friends initially for themselves, and then he wanted to screen it at Sundance, but he wanted to have the only copy of the screening. Somebody managed to copy the screening. It has some blur on it because they blur out the timestamps.
Yes.
But other than that, it's watchable, and it involves mentally retarded people. It involves Shirley Temple. It involves Nazis. It involves surrealism. It involves naked women wearing animal masks. It's really off the rails.
Have you seen the YouTube videos about werewolf?
That's what kind of got me thinking about it again. And I think also Spurk Snake. I think once we saw that stuff, we were like, hey, we know something that's kind of like that, but even better because it has surrealism and special effects, and like take what you saw in the werewolf video and make a movie with like costumes and characters, and oh boy, it's a good movie.
I remember when I discovered the werewolf videos back in, like, I don't know, 2008 or something. And I just could not fucking believe what I was watching. I was like, I couldn't believe people filmed that. I laughed so hard, and I was like, felt so guilty, but laughed so hard about it. And then I don't know, I just forgot about it, and I never favorited that page or anything like that. I just completely forgot. So when they brought it up the other day, I was like, oh my God, memory unlocked.
Well, and it was fun to see. I think Luigi had never seen it before, if I recall. So it's fun to see things through, a fresh set of eyes.
Well, yeah, and like what we were watching the other day, I don't think you got a chance to see it, but we were stream sniping people on TikTok, and it was fun. We were finding some okay stuff here and there. Then we hit the gold mine for a little while. We found this fucking lady that was missing all of her teeth. And you could straight tell that this used to be an attractive woman. Like all of it was still there. Like if she just threw some fucking teeth in, she would look normal. And this bitch was started out the video saying this random shit, going like, if you don't feed your dog, someone else will. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? And basically what she was talking about is like, if you don't fuck your man, someone else will fuck your man. And she didn't have any teeth in. And then she started talking about giving head with no teeth in, and how one of her ex-boyfriends nutted down her throat. She got mono. and she's telling all that story, and she's like running around. She's running around her like little trailer, kind of like Jake Hudson does, but a lot more fast, like just running around. And she kept putting her hair up in a ponytail and taking it down, and putting it up in a ponytail and taking it down. She's like, I don't know why, and I used to get, I got the mono. See, I was sucking my dick, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't feed your dog, someone else will. And then it got even worse. She ended up saying that she learned to give a head from one of her cousins, because that's who she first gave head to in her life. I'm like, oh God.
Wow. I tell you, you know what? Yeah. I mean, Dylan really is like the pathfinder. Like, I gotta say, anybody in this world who needs content for their channel, man, just kindly make it worth his while. And he has a treasure trove of just unbelievable stuff, man. Really amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like one of the things I keep saying. It's like, if I hit the lottery, I'm just gonna have him curate videos for me, so I don't have to look the shit up. It just like surprise me with a bunch of fucking random videos, so I can just laugh at them. But I swear, those speed date things, those things are just gold waiting to happen a lot of times. Did you see live when the guy that decided to prank the speed daters, and the second they brought him up on the stream, it was just some guy beating his meat?
No, but I saw the guy that had the monkey costume on. That was kind of fun.
Like, yeah, I mean, you kind of want to have like some kind of gimmick, but you got to have a gimmick where you can still be verbal. You can't be like, ooh, 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 ooh. That's gonna get old a little bit, quick.
I gotta find a way to get on the speed dating thing as Jeff Wissington and have him do some speed dating. That would make some good content. But that would take a lot of work.
That's a thing. It's like what I've done in the past is like I'm not good at writing shit out, like writing like a script. And I don't know what you call this exactly. I just call myself an idea man. Like I can tell you what you need to do. Someone else got to figure out the details, but I can tell you the bullet points of what you need to do. It's like what I think you could do because your wife has like your sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is like if she would be cool with you doing that, she would be the one feeding you things to say. Like you would have like you'd have like one of these things in, and
Yeah.
and if you got stuck, she would be in your ear, and she could say like, "Say this to the bitch."
Well, I mean, if I really wanted to coordinate it, I would coordinate it so that she's the one on the speed date that I'm trying to get into, and we act like we don't know each other, and then we just start really playing on some like uncomfortable shit, trying to get the host to react. Like that. I mean, ideally, that's what I would like to do. But I mean, I don't. If I had the time to troll the way I would like to troll, I would absolutely set that up. But it's just like, my God, the amount of effort that would take. But it would be so funny. It really would.
My idea to troll would be to go on those things just like I am right now, knowing full well that like 1 out of every 5 people are going to think for a second. They're going to think, wait, are you that Paul Miller guy? And then I'm going to, do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Before I keep going.
No, I don't know.
Okay. He's a far right guy that's a very big fan of 1940s Germany, and he likes to go on. I think it's called Omegle, and one of
okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah. I was trying to go kind of slow.
Yeah, I got it.
Without just saying it because I still
Dude,
don't know
I think
how
you would do very well on Omegle if you're trying to get out there and irritate the right kind of people. But my idea would be to, because like Sammy, the speed dating guy, the guy is the weird Arab Muslim dude.
Yeah.
He's so stoned faced and bored the whole time that if my wife and I got on there and we were like, okay, so what's your ideal date? And it's like, well, I'm really into foot play, and I kind of have some scabs and a couple of carbuncles. Oh, I love foot play. No, actually, the carbuncles are fine. Like I'll sand them off for you, and like I want to like just get crazy, right? Just get really, not like break the rules, but get uncomfortable. See if we can get him to react.
Yeah,
because I want nothing more than Sammy to be like, guys, it's not against the rules, but I don't think you guys. Well, hey, but say we're having a common connection. I want a match, man. I want to suck some feet tonight. Like I went hiking in my sandals today. Oh
God, what I wouldn't give to get a whiff of those sandals. I love it how like the hot sweat on the sandalwood and it creates this new smell, and I can just breathe it like a new form of oxygen.
So I want to. And then would Sammy even react? Is he on his phone? Is like, I mean, how far could we have to push it to make him break and be like, stop it, guys? Or
yeah, I mean, a lot of them are stone faced, and I don't know. I don't know how they are, because I would be reacting like crazy because they get some retards on there, like bad retards. Like that fucking Mayo guy. That Mayo guy's pretty insufferable, and like there was some other ones that they've been cycled out, and I'm not like really remembering their names. But like, I don't know how you keep a straight face when you have Rodney on there, when you can't understand every other word that he says, and when you do understand it, you're just like, how did he fuck that common word up so bad?
Yeah, sometimes I call him retardney. he's a hoot, man. Like just figuring out what he's trying to say, and then when you do figure it out, you're like, oh, that's a lie. You're lying, dude. Like that's why you don't talk normal, is you're trying to hide the truth. Especially that. Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, and then there was this other guy that talks about the same as that Mayo guy, and he just keeps asking questions. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He just keeps on. What do you like for fun? What do What do you like to do for fun at a garden? What do you like to do for fun outside? And it sounds aggressive, and I'm just like, I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, oh, I'm getting infuriated just hearing this fucking guy. I would be booting this guy every time.
Was that the guy that was like, I got ejected from the sports ball game, or like he got kicked out of a little league game or some shit, didn't he?
I don't know if it's the same guy or not. I'm not picturing this guy saying something like that, but like that guy was like infuriating too. I just don't understand like how these people they go on there with no plan. Okay, if I know, I'm not going to think last second, okay, I'm going to go speed dating. This is not going to be like it's 10 o'clock and at 10:01 I have the idea, and at 10:02 I'm begging for the link to go on to the show. This is going to be something I'm thinking about earlier in the day. So I'm going to have some like actual questions and shit to ask these stupid bitches that are all cunt rags anyway. Fuck you whores. But at least I have something to say instead of, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm starting to think that the point is not to really match people. I think the point is to find the fucking broken weirdos and make them like smack against each other. Like,
Yeah, and it's true. And then you see these ones that like, you see these chicks that are fucking threes on a scale of 1 to 10, and the guy trying his hardest, and this guy's objectively not a 3. He's at least like a 5 or a 6. He's trying his hardest, like to have something interesting, say, like explain his job, something interesting and cool that he's done, trying to make himself look. And then these fucking nasty ass threes are giving them the thumb down. And I'm like, and you wonder why people like me are like, I don't know if I'm saying the term correct, but doom pilled, where I'm just pissed off about everything. And when it comes out, it comes out. But like, it's like, what's the point of even trying? Like, if you try your hardest and these fucking cunt rates like, nah, I'm just gonna keep saying thumbs down because I'm waiting on 1998 Brad Pitt to come through here and take me off to my castle. I'm like, oh, all right, lady. Well, I mean, I'll tell you this too, and thank God you're married. I know you love your wife and your kids. You'd never give that up for anything. And I want to reinforce that by letting you know the dark world that we live in.
Yeah, well, the speed dating is definitely upsetting as it is. I still have a lot of trauma from my dating days because I didn't settle down until my 30s. I mean, I was out there for a while, and when you're surrounded by bad women, ugly women, fat women, me and my buddies used to call it monster hunting, and we would treat it like a role-playing game, right? Now, some men can slay a goblin, some men can slay an ogre, some men can slay, some men slay dragons, Doc. And I know a guy that was the dragon slayer because he would fuck anything and walk away with a big old smile like he was the Chad motherfucker on the block. And I knew another guy that was a dragon slayer, and he was haunted for the rest of his life by the flat sews and the false crevices, the false insertions that never really happened. So there's two sides of that coin, right? You either love being a dragon slayer or you hate it. And I slayed a few ogres, never a dragon, but I didn't love it. I did what I had to do at the time, but. No, I mean the whole sense of humor thing with the wife, like that's what brings us together. Is that we're mentally on the same page a lot, and I would encourage you that if you're out there dating, just don't judge a book by its cover. Like my wife and I were friends for like 3 years or 2 years before we even dated, and we had to vet each other and whatnot, and It takes time, man. It's a
It
long
does.
process.
It does, and it is one of those. It's going to be one of my deathbed regrets, when I'm going around the room, hopefully to somebody that's there that's not an orderly. Like it's like when I didn't settle down back when I had ample opportunity to, like the couple of girlfriends I can look back objectively now and say, eh, you know, they were normal. They would have been good women to marry and settle down with and yada yada. But it didn't work out because it didn't work out. So I can't unburn down that barn. It's that barn is burned to the ground. But like because the dating world is so hard. It is ridiculous. Like I can
Yeah.
tell you it's not that hard to hook up. It is way fucking harder to like get a girlfriend. It's like like okay, what happened to me like the other day, really literally about 1 week ago was like it's a cheesy story. I'm leaving CVS. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down in my car, and then this girl starts running toward me, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my god, I need to do a fucking threat assessment. Did I nut in this bitch and leave town? Oh shit, what the fuck is going on?" and she runs up, she's like, "Ah." I was like, I just love your hair. And I'm like, God damn, okay, it's a friendly and they don't know me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And we start shaking hands and she just keeps shaking my hand, right? And I'm sitting down in the car and she just keeps shaking my fucking hand. And and she's like, my she goes, my name's Destiny. And two things
Ooh.
popped into my head. One, that's a stripper's name. And two, the cheesy joke. Like, well, I guess it's our destiny to have met. And she booed me and threw tomatoes at me. Like, boo! I had these tomatoes ready, you son of a bitch. And but like so I'm like talking to this girl and it's all going. I mean, fine and everything until she goes, yeah, I'm going to Sambuca 360. Now, Sambuca 360 down here, I don't know if it's just one bar in America and that's it, or if it's a string of bars like TGI Fridays or something. But down here, the one that's right down the fucking road, it's a black gang member from the hood. You don't fucking go there unless you are looking for fentanyl. That's it. And so when she said that, she's like, yeah, I'm going to Sambuca 360. You could come if you want to. It's like, I don't want to. Do you want to just hang out? Do you want to just hang out with me instead of going there? Because I was like, because I mean, I just met this person, so I don't know what I can get away with saying. And I'm like, for all I know, we're never going to talk again in the next 30 seconds anyway, but I don't want to make that a reality if I can avoid it. So I better not say, that's a fucking black bar, don't you? You're just going to get raped. So I didn't say that. I haven't heard very many good things about that place. You sure you just want to hang out? It's like, I can't. I'm like, all right. That's the shit that happens to me in the real world all the time.
Fucking bitch likes to burn the coal.
Fucking cunt. Goddamn bitch. Fucking toll paid, you little whore. Stupid whore. 1488. Drive on through, you dumb bitch.
No! Oh, fuck.
Well, I know you want to end this on a high note.
That's a pretty high note right there. Well, yeah, I mean, I usually go for about 2 hours. I mean, lately on my fucking streams, I get like stuck on the damn thing and it goes like 3.5 hours. Like, oh god, what am I doing, man? I gotta put a cap on my shit, man. But
yeah.
I have more fun with this because, like, rather than just watching a miserable asshole, we get to have fun and laugh and tell stories and shit. I wish I could do that on my channel, but that's not what my audience wants at all. They want me just to fucking dump on that guy. So
they want you to dump on that guy. So you're kind of stuck. You kind of got to bend the knee to the audience a little bit.
Yeah.
Luckily, my audience is different every stream. it's different people every stream that like come in and watch. So I have no idea. Thank God none of them are like, we demand that you start stream sniping other shows that
Yeah.
and do commentary on them, because I was just like, I just won't do it. I would just sit there quiet. I would literally do what I do here. And this is why I don't like doing panels. Like when I do panels, I zone out. Like I don't need to be the center of attention by any means, but if I'm absolutely not any way, shape, or form a center, I'm just going to zone out and start playing my game. And I've been caught doing that on a few streams. Because I would have like the controller in my hand and I'm just like looking up doing that. I'm like, oh, I'm playing WWE because I don't have anything to add. So I mean that's the thing. Yeah, you're kind of stuck. You're gonna be stuck for a while watching DWG unless you get lucky and cycle in some other characters to kind of make fun of as well.
Yeah, I mean I got lucky on that Bimmy stream because Bimmy never streams ever. He's never live doing anything. So, and the one time he does, the one time he comes out of his little box, fucking brown electrons from all the way across the pond with a fucking perfect shot, dude. I highly encourage you to go to Cinemassacre Truth before you go to bed tonight. Find the post. The post is called "Donation of the Assholish Variety." It's magnificent. I love it.
And the thing is, it's like, I mean, I don't know if like that joke had gotten through all of his force fields a bunch of times or whatever, and it like just really goes up his craw. Oh, Spurg needs more information. Well, tell Spurg everything about this Bimmy stream. I don't think Spurg knows anything about this Bimmy stream from yesterday.
Well, Spurg Snake, I streamed it on my channel, and not the whole thing, but we got pretty far into it. But then after I turned it off, Brown Electrons sent in a donation that they're supposed to read it on stage. Either Bimmy reads it or one of the announcers. And he sent in a donation for $5.40, and it says it's $5.40. I got to be done right now. And Bimmy looked confused, and Justin looked a little bit miffed. But then he was like, "I love the fans," like it's awkward, bro. It's on Cinemassacre Truth. Check it out. It's on Brown Electron's channel. Narm posted it in his post. Like we're all like, we want this thing to become like permanent in the psyche, because Brown Electrons has for the last 4 years he's been making Bimmy content of just like funny cartoons and memes and stuff, and he's always like, yeah, I'm running out of ideas. Should I keep going? I'm slowing down. He's always kind of doubting himself, and I'm glad that he did this because I think this will really light a fire under him to continue to keep going. And it was brilliant. I mean, really. I mean, he touched the sun. It was fantastic.
Hey, God, because I mean, you just to me, I get the joke, I get it, but it's so G-rated of a joke. I mean, it's so simple. It's not like it's something brutal like, hey, $5 donation from James Rolfe's dead kid or anything like that.
Right?
It's $5.40. I got to get home. I'll get in trouble with the wife joke.
That's what makes it so good, is that because nobody in the whole place knew what it was. Nobody reacted to it at all except for Bimmy and Justin. And even Bimmy was like confused and not really mad. He was like, oh, what does that mean? And Justin looks over at him, and then Bimmy starts clapping. Like he thinks Justin's cueing him to clap for the super chat or whatever.
Okay.
And like, I don't know if Bimmy is oblivious to it or just like confused.
I guarantee you there's a hard line in the sand. There's got to be like a video or something that Bimmy went and checked out that he got brutalized in the YouTube comments and said, Never again. I will never go back and read comments. I won't go on any message board. I will not do anything. I will make my content, and I will never, ever, ever look up user feedback under any circumstances. That's what I think with Bimmy. I think it's been at least 10 years, probably longer, since he's seen any user feedback. So yeah, that 540 thing, he has no idea what the fuck that is about.
Yeah, I just think that he definitely lives in a little bubble, and that's where he's going to remain, I think. But yeah, I mean, it got through all the barriers because nobody knew what it was. If you sent in a super chat and you're like, yeah, you fuck your wife and kids, but I want to add one quick thing before we go. The 540 meme has birthed its own set of lore called bull lore. Now, the idea being that the reason why he has to go is because his wife is some kind of ball cutter, right? So then we start theorizing, oh, well, she's a ball cutter. She has been exposed as being like a weird libtard who's like does all kinds of weird art projects or whatever the fuck, and she's kind of a strange person. So bull lore became so prolific that Cinemassacre Truth had to ban it because it would be like posts and posts of James Rolfe, getting railed by a black guy and drinking cum out of the gaping pussy, and just bull lore. And even I gotta say this, in the Dancing with Ghosts Discord, there is a gentleman by the name of Mike Cool Green, and if you ever see him around, you'll know him because he was the bull lore master. He would go on Dr. Harley style rants. You would love this guy. He would be like, yeah, they're gonna make Bimmy put glue all over his dick, and they're gonna put broken glass on his dick and make him fuck a hole in the wall until his dick gets shredded into fucking spaghetti, and they're gonna punch him in the face with brass knuckles until they make a hole in his face. They're gonna fuck it. It's like he would go off the rails. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Fucking horror porn bull lore that became so much fun. It was a lot of fun, really.
That's great. And with his wife, it's like her legend has grown since she became a problem.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's aware of how much hate people have for her, or if she has somehow managed to stay completely away from it and is absolutely oblivious to it.
I think that at this point they choose to be oblivious because they must know at a certain point. He put her in the book, in his autobiography, and in the autobiography, even as he's writing it, she comes across as being a control freak and a harpy. So the whole Panic 540 thing, there's all these hints that she's the handler. Dylan talked about this, and Dylan and Snake in the book review where he gives her the pants to wear in the family after he makes the movie. Because once he's done playing director, now mommy has to take over because you can't be trusted with money. You can't be trusted with anything. And it's all true. I mean, she did take a certain amount of control away from him. And that's where there's all the bull lore and the cuckoldry. And that's where it all comes from. So, and the fact that Cinemassacre Truth has banned it, I can see why. Once I started my campaign on Reddit, the top mod over at Cinemassacre Truth was trying to get a hold of me for a while, and I didn't know that. I didn't know he was trying to contact me, and he thought I was ignoring him.
Yeah.
And he got a hold of Narm. He told Narm, he's like, tell him he needs to fucking talk to me right now or I'm going to ban him. And I said, whoa, what's going on? And he kind of said it straight where it's like, look, man, no more bull lore, no more talking about trannies and big Rihanna, but we really like what you're doing with Dancing with Ghosts. We fucking hate that guy. You have our support. I was like, holy shit, I got knighted. It's amazing.
Yeah, it just sucks that they had to bend the knee to all that other stuff to give you the.
They did.
It's like we like what you're doing, but after George Floyd, we and all the white guilt fallout from it, where everybody has a kid that's trans. Now, oddly enough, no one was transsexual in 2019, but the second it's July the 1st, 2020, everybody seems to have a trans kid. Everybody seems to be neurodivergent. Whatever
Yeah,
the
I guess
fuck that means.
it's probably a good thing that I didn't go along with my original idea of having a meme where James Rolfe is kneeling on the neck of Cooper. I'm glad I didn't do that. That would have been bad.
or kneeling on the neck of Ryan, but Ryan as a man, and so like the angel ghost that comes out of the body is the beautiful Rihanna.
That's fucking yeah. His spirit is a woman. So
His spirit is a woman, and it's now free because of
now free.
The mighty knee of James Rolfe.
Oh boy.
Or really, I mean, because I know we're getting ready to get out of here, but it's like I was watching when I hunted down after we talked about it that last episode of Mike and Rihanna. I'm like, that fat faggot is sitting there with his goddamn long hair and a girl's necklace and a blouse.
Yeah,
like
he had a blouse like this.
Oh god, yeah, it was like all the way. It was like
fucking nasty, dude.
And he was trying to film up his voice a little bit, and it sounded really forced. I'm like, oh my god, no, yeah, and the douchebag. Yeah, I know you know all this already, but I just gotta say, but like the douchebaggery of them saying shit like, yeah, and our videos were only getting 20,000 views. Go fuck yourselves, you fucking douchebags. Only 20,000 views. No one in this goddamn Dabbleverse gets 20,000 views on their. Not even the almighty Shuley in them gets that shit. And I don't know. Does anyone that isn't directly James in them, does any of the fan videos of Cinemassacre Truth get that high of video count?
No, I mean, Slosh and Red Cow on a really good day, on a great day, they'll get 20K or something like that on a really hot topic, maybe even more, like 50, sometimes. But that's if the algorithm takes it and it has like a drama angle to it. But as far as like Bimmy based content, no. And I have to say something that when the host of the show is slowly tuning out and not addressing it, and you already were unlikable as it was, now you're even more unlikable, and it's like, yeah, guys, we're just not getting the kind of views that we want to get. It's like, I wonder why nobody wants to see this shit. Maybe because you're a fucking weirdo and you suck. And even Mike Matei was looking at him like, what the fuck is going on over here? Like, it's so awkward.
It is weird because we're okay. Like, a lot of us were mad that whatever happened, and nobody knows what happened, if anything, between James and Mike. We just know that there was this point in time where you almost said James and Mike all the time because they worked together so much. They had James and Mike Mondays. The stuff that they did together was all pretty much gold. And then, because they don't tell you, they don't tell you what's happening. They're just not working together anymore.
They never tell you anything on that channel. Fucking Justin Silverman pops up out of nowhere and is like, "Oh, hi, I'm Justin." Like, who? What? Hi, I'm Kieran the Caveman. Like, out of nowhere, just here they are. Rex Viper, out of nowhere, to the point where people complained and he had to go back and make an intro video like, here's the band and here's why. And it's like, yeah, thanks. Fucking figure it out, dude.
So they did like a music video or something first before ever explaining there was going to be a band or anything. It's just one day you go to Cinemassacre's YouTube and there's this music video from Rex Viper that is awful.
He announced the band. He announced he was going to make a band, but then it's like, okay, but I'll introduce them at some other time. It's like, well, introduce them when you have them there. Like, it's like, I'll tell you about a thing that I'll tell you about later. And what? Like, just wait for it. You know, like I'm going to get you hyped up about the hype that's coming. Bimmy is a fucking moron, dude. Without handlers, Mike Matei was the original handler, and he did it out of friendship and because it was kind of lucrative too. And then once the irritation, he has his own income. He bought a bunch of McDonald's.
Mike Matei?
He owns like a bunch of McDonald's restaurants and stuff. And he's invested his money. He's got like trust fund money. So he's set for life. Like he's retired. He announced officially he is retired. He does not have to work the rest of his life. He's fine. And now Bimmy has to replace him with professional handlers. He's known Ryan for a while and I guess trusted him enough with this. But I mean, Ryan is the type of guy, him and Justin, that let's just say they have a penchant for swindling. And Bimmy got swindled by these guys that say we're YouTube experts, and they don't know how the algorithm works. They don't know how the fucking evergreen content works. They're always trying to like scam and do the hot sauce and the gnome cave and the fucking the loot box and all these. Scams.
My God, loot box! Did I hear you correctly? In 2026, they have a loot box.
Yes. And it's like $80 and it's a bunch of garbage. And it's garbage. There's unboxing videos of people just getting like shit, just dog shit. See, and the hot sauce thing too, right? Not only the loot box, but the hot sauce. These are old grifts. These are grifts from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So because Big Rihanna is a fucking moron, I'm a YouTube professional. No, the hormones have fucked up your brain, homeboy. Sorry. And so they're always late to the party. They're late to every grift.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's very boomerish and detached from reality.
Yeah, there was this pro wrestling t-shirt company out of Chicago that would do those fucking bullshit loot boxes, and I never got one. I knew better instantly because I looked at their inventory and their inventory was massive, which guaranteed you that you were getting dog shit. Like whoever.
What, you didn't want a Chavo Guerrero shirt, bro? You don't like that?
Yeah, you get like a Chavo Guerrero or Spike Dudley or someone that made one appearance on TV ever, like Brockus.
My Dean Malenko shirt has his face on it, and it looks cool to have his face on a shirt. It's awesome.
Oh. No. Oh, that was one other thing I've always wanted to bring up somewhere, somehow. There was the era of wrestling shirts before the Attitude Era, which did more damage than good. But what I'm getting at was like, remember, it's like start of the Attitude Era and what was going on in WCW. It was like NWO shirt. It's just fucking cool. No, I mean. If you know it's wrestling, it's cool. And if you don't know it's wrestling, you just think it's a cool design on a shirt. And then they got lucky with, DX. The DX shirt looked pretty cool on a shirt. Before that, you remember that era? It was the era of sweaty men in their fucking underwear. Who the fuck wants to walk around with Shawn Michaels in his underwear sweating and dripping everywhere?
Yeah, there's some fucking heinously homoerotic shirts being sold to children.
Yes. Yes, and I was like, and that was the shit that would show up in your goddamn loot boxes too. You were like, oh, the sweating Shawn Michaels.
Well, somebody wants to say goodnight to you.
Who's that? Who's at the door?
That's my elder daughter. She wants to say goodnight.
Tell her I'm waving.
Oh, she's shy.
Make her watch the replay unedited. As punishment for not waving. I see her. Tell her I'm waving. She's behind you.
Hi.
Hi, little buddy.
Well, I'm gonna get going, my friend. But it's been fun, and I'm thank you so much for having me on. And I look forward to you and Dylan's ECW thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on a couple of jokes that I'm gonna try to iron out. That might be funny, It might be at least a huh, he tried. So if anything, be ready to give me a huh, he tried in the chat tomorrow. But yeah,
You
anything.
got it, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I think your producer is behind you, ushering you off screen. I think your handlers are telling you that it's
Yeah, right.
5:40. So you need to go in there and say, thank you for telling me it's 5:40. But I'm gonna hit end stream, and you can run out of here, and I will talk to you in the chat tomorrow.
All right, my friend. Have a good night.
All right, see ya. Bye, everybody.